You're trying too hard around people. Then there's that guy who doesn't even seem to bother, but he's the one that people are gathering around. I used to be the person that was trying way too hard for over 10 years. Here's what I realized: trying hard creates need inside of yourself. That need then creates tension. That tension then pushes away people from you. If you can then learn to just accept yourself and relax, that is when you can start to pull people towards you. But there's more to it. When you go into a room, the first thing you think, the first thing you want is people to go towards you, to have the attention on yourself, to have people like you. You then try to say the right thing at the right time towards the right person. You think of what to say beforehand. You don't even really listen to what the person is saying. And this makes you very stiff. This makes you not really you, because what you're trying to do is to impress the other person, to have attention on yourself. But this is something that people can feel. They can see that. We have this subconscious, our gut feeling that we call, that is really good at telling if somebody is really just relaxed and being themselves. Their body language is stiff like this. That then makes them actually go away from you. So, quite the opposite of what you are trying to accomplish. But what is it then that we need to understand and change in order to make people attracted towards ourselves? It's that we need to get rid of this feeling of neediness. When you go into a room, you need to stop to just look for the attention of others. Instead of trying to say the right things, try to see what your body is telling you, what you would like to say. You have this natural person inside of yourself, this person that knows what they want to say. You're blocking that person off because you're trying to say the right thing. So, in order for you to release that needy feeling, you need to first of all understand what is it, who are you, basically. Who are you and who are you trying to be, trying to become? What is the true person that you are? You can do this by writing down things. You can do this by learning to not filter yourself. Instead of thinking this is the right thing to do, think about what would I say and think? What does my brain actually think in this moment right now? And then go ahead and say it. This then pushes away this neediness because instead of saying the thing that the other person would like to hear, you then go ahead and say what you truly think, what you truly believe. This then also goes to the second step. You can release the tension that is inside of yourself. Sure, at first you will feel tense. Why? Because it's a completely new feeling. You now are not going for the thing that the other person wants to hear. You now are trying to be authentic to yourself. You're saying what you believe. And even if that means the other person might not like what you say, get used to this feeling because that is what is going to release that tension inside of yourself. That tension, that stiff body, relax it, literally. Just release your arms, let them go down, take a deep breath through your nose, and then take a deep breath out through your nose. This makes you a little bit more loose and slowly accept yourself for who you are. By doing this, you're learning to become a more authentic person of yourself. This is also what the other guy is doing that I said at the start. The guy who doesn't even seem to bother. The guy that just seems ridiculous at times. Why? Because he is that way. He accepts himself that way. And that is extremely attractive to people. To just see that this person is themselves. They don't need to filter, they don't need to put on a mask, a facade. They see the person for who they are because they just are. And this allows you to do the same. If you can just accept yourself that you might have some quirky things. I'm someone who makes weird voices, so to speak. I speak in this way sometimes and make funny jokes, or at least I believe I do so. I try to be funny. Whether or not the other person thinks that is up to them, but I will be myself. I will accept myself I will accept myself for who I am. And that is what makes you more attractive towards people. But I can give you two more ideas that can help you to speed up the process. You find the people that like you. The first one is to go towards the right places. Becoming more authentic is great, but if you're going to the wrong places where there aren't really the people that could like you and you could like them, well, you're kind of putting in the wrong effort, right? The simple idea that I had was that I love the gym, right? Sports. So that's the place I go to. And then I found another sport, which is bouldering, right? I enjoy that place. I am very comfortable in that place. This made it easier for me to be myself, right? Because you feel good in that spot. Then you can go there and find the right kind of people that have the same interests as you and make it much easier to find friends. The second one is that you should go hard on practicing because everything I told you is also related to practicing. You can't just go into the gym, hit the 100-kilogram bench press when you're there for the first time. It takes practice to go up. But if you can increase the load, basically do some things that are very awkward, you can improve that confidence, that feeling like yourself much easier because you've already lifted much heavier weights so that it isn't so tough to do something else. Basically, you can try and go onto the street that is pretty crowded and maybe just sit down. Do something very weird and awkward and uncomfortable. But that will also increase the kind of weight that you can carry and then make it much easier to take that step, that courage to be yourself. However, becoming your authentic self has a few traps to it. You can start to create this fake personality that you think everyone likes. That is a very dangerous thing that I found myself stuck into, and that made me really shy actually for a long time. And if you want to find out how to avoid those traps and how I changed it, you should check out this video right here.